religious actors, there's a range of critical roles that are played in any given society. In fact, the oldest social service deliverers known to humankind are religious institutions and religious actors. So churches have long served as an example, as schools, as cemeteries, as clinics and hospitals, as refugee shelters. I mean, these have been, since time immemorial, these institutions have always actually been the social service deliverers for their communities. We're talking about those who are the primary deliverers of healthcare to many communities around the world. So at least at the level of social service delivery, faith-based organizations are absolutely critical. But it doesn't stop there, because we realize that when it comes to impacting on behaviors, attitudes, social norms, values, that these actors are the oldest again and some of the most impactful. So for all these reasons, we have to be much more savvy and learned about understanding and appreciating and working with the religious actors who can, at the very minimum, agree to some of the basic human rights that we all need to work towards. It's very important to understand that the religious spaces exceed religious leaders. The religious leaders are one of the thousands of religious actors out there. And the key is in that diversity. The key to understanding how, in the midst of opposition, you can make allies is in appreciating the diversity and the richness of the fabric that we tend from a secular worldview to see as all alike. All religions are alike and they're all religious leaders. And the truth is that not all religions are alike, and not even all religious actors within the one religious tradition are alike. And when we see that diversity, we begin to acknowledge and see who we can actually talk to and who's willing to talk with those of us who espouse a very clear human rights-based agenda. So the diversity is absolutely critical. But we also have to expand our notion of leadership. We tend to think of religious leaders in the traditional sense of the word. And the truth of the matter is that religious leaders in the traditional sense of the word tend to be men. But if we would expand the notion of religious leadership or leadership of faith communities, we will begin to see that there's a number of very pro-human rights, women, young leaders of these different communities of faith. In that diversity is that capacity to find many allies. And those are the people that can make a difference to our ordinary person's lives.